This is like some of the biggest multi-year news for Cardano. I mean, this is huge news. And I know right out the gate, 90%, probably 90% of you are just like, I don't care about this news. I don't care. ADA price is not moving. What's the deal? ADA just looks like a failure no matter what news is coming out. So I just want to let you know, I'm going to discuss in the last half of this video, ADA price, what is going on right now. But the news, everybody, I think is so important, especially if you're that macro person like me and you're focusing on kind of the bigger picture here, what is happening as a value investor and what could potentially be getting ready to happen in this crypto cycle. So hit the subscribe and like on the way in, and let's just jump into the news. Before even kind of digging into the layers of the news, I posted this. I don't think people understand how big this is. Cardano just skipped the line, because this is what it means to me. Cardano just skipped the line to become the most technically important chain besides Bitcoin. There's probably a lot of ADA holders that are just like, it's already the most technically important chain. And I would not sit here and say that it's the most technically important chain. But now it just did skip the line to become the most technically important chain besides Bitcoin. And I think it might take a little time for people to understand this. And I said, stop talking about price for a second, even though we're about to. The ADA price boom is not even due yet. And that's something we're going to discuss. Now, what's really cool is the news itself. Cardano comes home to Bitcoin in groundbreaking Bitcoin OS Grail bridge integration. Cardano, the 11th largest blockchain by market cap, is integrating the Bitcoin OS Grail bridge to unleash decentralized programmability and scalability on Bitcoin. I know it's a lot of words. You're like, what does this mean? Cardano is now well positioned ahead of its crypto peers as a pioneer of Bitcoin's new decentralized world. I posted. This is very simply what it means, like very summed up. Move, and just think about this. Think about Bitcoin, over $1 trillion of liquidity. Bitcoin, the number one chain, Bitcoin. And think about this news. Move native assets securely between Cardano and Bitcoin. Securely, everybody. Trustlessly. Do you understand these two chains linking up like that? Bitcoin can now use smart contracts, can verify transactions, and interact with other blockchains. Bitcoin can now do this trustlessly because of Cardano. Cardano is built differently, everybody. But this is what Cardano is built for things like this and so many other things. Secure trustless bridges between Bitcoin and Cardano. What's so cool is they actually replied to my post and they said, our goal was always to bring crypto back to Bitcoin. Integrating with Cardano is our first major step toward that vision. So chose Cardano for a reason. If you've been tracking Cardano and you realize how it was built and how secure, how decentralized, and what it's made for, you will understand why they chose Cardano. But this is really big. I sent out this newsletter, by the way. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's a free newsletter. I even have audio voiceover for everybody that doesn't want to read, but I put out a newsletter discussing this news. Cardano dApps. Think about what this means for Cardano ecosystem and Cardano dApps. This bridge to Bitcoin. Cardano dApps will be able to leverage the liquidity of Bitcoin in a trustless manner. Cardano will serve as a smart contract layer for Bitcoin, giving BTC capabilities it never had before while staying true to its decentralized ethos. I don't know if the Bitcoin people are going to be like, dude, Bitcoin has capabilities it's never had before, technically, because of Cardano. I highly doubt, even if they think it's cool behind the scenes, that it's going to make this massive wave of news right out of the gate. So Bitcoin can now use smart contracts, verify transactions, interact with other blockchains. So big, everybody. And I just posted this. This is kind of a personal thing that I'm very excited about. I just posted this. I said, this is sick. As you know, I'm bullish on dog. And many people don't like that I'm talking about dog so much. But as a value play, this cycle, I don't know what else to tell you, everybody. I see what I see. And we're going to see how it plays out. But it's the largest meme coin on Bitcoin. It's massively decentralized underdog. It's just like Cardano. This is why I've been excited about having ADA and Dog as kind of this duo in my portfolio. It just seems like really good. But now I'm even more excited because now out of nowhere, Cardano has officially unlocked the door to Bitcoin's $1.3 trillion liquidity as well, because this is one thing bullish for Dog. Not only about the fair launch, it's fully distributed, it's 100% in circulation. There's no paying of centralized exchanges to get listed. There's no manipulation. There's no paying of key opinion leaders or having VC decks for this meme coin. And it has access to 1.3 trillion liquidity, but now Cardano does as well. It's just really cool for me as we get ready to see what happens in this cycle. And that's all this is, everybody. This is me and my crypto journey. So let's talk about crypto charts a little bit, Cardano namely. So here we go. I want to lay this out very simply because it is so simple. There's people that are just like, what is going on with Cardano? And I know I've been just talking about it, but I have to continually show the data and go over the data. And it's the most simple data. And I know I did this whole ADA 50 cent by end of October post on X for fun, having some fun with it, everybody. But there's a reason I did it. Even if it's not because in the short term, I see it. I know it's going to happen because there's a very strong, obviously now, like a week left of the month, very strong possibility it doesn't happen. But the reason I did it was because we're there. We're there now. After years, we're there at this moment where ADA can at any time explode to the upside. And I think that's getting ready to happen. But here's the point. At any moment, it can happen. And why is that? Look at the yellow lines Bitcoin having. Bitcoin having 2020, 182 days post Bitcoin halving. ADA below the 20-week moving average, 92% down. Now, 182 days post 2024 Bitcoin halving, ADA below the 20-week moving average and consolidating, very similar fashion as back here, 89% down. That's it. It's that simple for me. I don't know why. We can sit here and be frustrated. It would have been amazing for ADA just to continue up here through $1, retrace, and right now we're sitting at $1.70, but that would be very out of the ordinary. We can complain that it didn't happen. We can complain that ADA is below 50 cents right now, below $1. We can complain all we want. But the one thing we shouldn't be doing is acting like it's not normal, is acting like it's some kind of surprise. I track Bitcoin in this very similar fashion of just looking at previous cycles. And I look at crypto in general. It's what I've been doing. And the consistencies over these cycles, they've just been so helpful. It's one of the most helpful things in analysis on my crypto journey over the years. And I started doing these videos like 2018, the bear market. So here's where ADA is. And right now, for me, it's just waiting. You know, when we look at Bitcoin on the zoomed out, is the move getting ready to happen? Is it going to happen? Because if it's going to happen, and it might not, this could be a cycle where things are all different for the first time and Bitcoin just starts falling when normally it starts going parabolic, maybe it starts falling. But if it does happen, Cardano on this chart is just primed and ready for this move to the upside. So we can't sit here and be like, man, this news is so big. ADA should be pumping right now to 50 cents because I've been in this crypto space for years. It's just not how it works usually. News oftentimes can give this like very short-term pump, right? And that's even probably more rare for something like Cardano because Cardano doesn't have the coin telegraphs and the crypto media behind them in this pumpy way like many other layer ones have. Cardano's a little bit of an outsider. So these things take time to catch up for the value of ADA on these charts. But I think it's going to catch up. And I think ADA is going to do what it did last cycle, just a breakout out of nowhere. And so that's what I'm watching on the ADA charts. But just some data in terms of where ADA price is. But the news itself, everybody, is just, it's such big news. And so these are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you cruising through. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in for more crypto content, Bitcoin content, Cardano, altcoin content, dog content. And I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.